Wayne Davis is chairman of Train Riders Northeast and a driving force behind the Amtrak Downeaster passenger rail service. He was instrumental in developing the train and station host program of volunteers that serve as goodwill ambassadors in Downeaster trains and stations. At 88 years old, Mr. Davis still volunteers at the Brunswick Visitor Center, giving passengers access to the facility and a friendly smile.
The Amtrak Downeaster is a catalyst for tourism within the state of Maine. Our station communities, many of them are walkable to the downtowns. We stop a block away from Old Orchard Beach. We have people that come for day trips, overnight trips, people that travel within the state of Maine, visiting friends and family. Really, the Downeaster is a great way to leave your car at home and to have a car-free vacation in the great state of Maine. Anybody that knows the Downeaster likely knows Mr. Davis. He is a volunteer for over 40 years working to restore passenger rail service in the state of Maine. He holds my organization accountable every day to make sure that we keep the customer the focus. He advocates for better amenities, decreased travel times, and is always happy to promote our products in our great Downeaster branded cafe.
Well, I was sitting in North Station one night, 40 years ago, and just standing there waiting for the announce the boarding of the train. There was an elderly gentleman in there, and he had the cellar door open. He was taking all the chairs in the waiting room and throwing them down the stairs. And I said, "Why are you doing that?" And he said, "Because the trains aren't going to be operating much longer." It was a private carrier that owned it. It was before the state was involved in trains, and there was no state rail authority or anything like that. It was strictly the Boston and Maine Railroad, and it was about to cease operations north of Boston. So I just happened to be there that night and asked the question. So I got stuck in the middle, and as soon as I got home, I got a hold of Augusta and everywhere else and said, wait, there's something going on here.
Wayne continues to be an active volunteer at the Brunswick Station. He also continues to remain engaged in legislation in Augusta, advocating for additional passenger rail services or improvements to the Downeaster service. He's out there being the eyes and ears of the passengers, and he's not afraid to let us know when something could be done better.
Well, trains were new to people. For instance, passing through cars, it's folded, and people tend to want to reach out to support themselves. They put their hand in that, and the train's going around a curve, it's going to squash their fingers. I mean, a seasoned traveler knows that, but the average person doesn't. So that's where we got the idea that maybe we should have a host on here. So we pioneered it here in New England to have train hosts to help people.
The Downeaster Station Host Program is very unique. We have a network of volunteers organized by Wayne Davis and Train Riders Northeast that show up at stations, help passengers book their tickets, board the train, educate them about what the experience will be like, and assist with last mile connections. It's really a personalized touch that you don't get anywhere else on the Amtrak network.
What Senator Mitchell said years ago, he said it's got to be the last bit of civilized travel on this planet, is traveling on a train.
Over his 40 years advocating for car-free passenger rail service, he's probably welcomed millions of passengers himself. He's put Maine hospitality front and center to make sure that people had a great experience when they come to our state, and I'm just so pleased that Mr. Davis has been recognized with this award.
I'm delighted. Who doesn't like an award? The older you get, you'll realize that's really gets your attention when you're my age and start giving you awards.